sometimes it can be a bit overwhelming when you're looking at a sentence and you have to decide what the different word categories of the words in the sentence are. So here's a little video that hopefully helps you with that. So let's start with the sentence. An extremely large eagle constantly tries to catch a group of rats. Okay, how do we approach that? Well, let's spot the easy clues first. And the easy clues are things like, are there any definite articles? Are there any indefinite articles? Are there any words ending in S? Are there any words ending in ly? So let's have a look. Are there any definite articles? Now, definite article, remember, is the. So if we look at this sentence, then we can see that actually, no, there aren't any. So that's not going to help us. So, next question. Are there any indefinite articles? And remember, they are un and and yes, there are two. So, we've found two determiners, and they are indefinite articles. And because they are indefinite articles, they already tell us there must be count nouns with them, because an indefinite article can only occur with a count noun, and any noun that occurs with one must be a count noun. So let's have a look. So where are they? Well, un goes here with eagle. Yeah, so we're talking about an extremely large eagle, so an eagle. So eagle is the count noun that goes with un. And we've got a group of rats. A what? A group. Yeah, and of rats tells us what kind of group it is. So the count noun that goes with there is group. So just by looking for indefinite articles, we found two count nouns as well. Okay, so that's where we've already identified 4 words. So now let's try another question. Are there any words ending in S? So let's have a look. Yes, there are 2. There we have tries and we have rats. Now, once we've found them, we have to ask another question. Do these words actually express plurality? And remember, plurality means are there more than one? Yeah. Now, if we think about rats, then yes, yeah, rats is more than one rat, and that means that rats must be a count noun. Yeah, because only count nouns can be plural. Then we've got tries, and tries, of course, does not express plurality, yeah, because in this sentence what it expresses is what the eagle is doing. Yeah, it's the eagle tries to catch a group of rats. Yeah, so here it's not more than one try, it just is the eagle doing something, and that means that tries is actually a verb. Now, there's another verb in this sentence that I'll just tell you about because we haven't done the verb yet. So that's to catch. Yeah. So that's also a verb. Okay, so that question about looking for words with that end in an S has given us one more count noun and a verb. And now we move on. Are there any words ending in ly? And yes, when we look, there are actually 2. We've got extremely and constantly. Okay, when you see those words, you can then see if you're dealing with adverbs. And we do that by taking the ly off and seeing whether we're left with an adjective. And yes, in both cases that works. So something is extreme, something is constant. Yeah, an extreme event, a constant worry. Yeah, so these words are adjectives, and that means that both extremely and constantly are adverbs. But of course we have different kinds of adverbs, so the next step is then to see how these words behave. So where do they occur and what can they do? Well, if we start with extremely, we see that extremely is actually inside a noun phrase, an extremely large eagle. We can try and move it out of that noun phrase, but that doesn't actually work very well. A large eagle constantly tries to catch a group of rats extremely. Yeah, that if you find that acceptable, then at least you can see that extremely then means something else. Yeah, because in this sentence, what we have is an extremely large eagle, so that's an eagle which is extremely large. Yeah, and so extremely goes with large and actually tells you that that's the eagle is not just large; it's large to a very high degree, and that means that extremely here is a degree adverb. Okay, what about constantly then? Well, we can try that again. We can try this movement test. Where is it? And we see that that actually works. Yes, so constantly can move to the end of the sentence. An extremely large eagle tries to catch a group of rats constantly. Yeah, perfectly fine. So that shows us that it's an other adverb. Okay, so we're making good progress here. 2 more words are in the sentence that are left. There's a large and there is of. So let's have a look at large. We've got an extremely large eagle, and large occurs in front of a noun. That gives us a clue. Yeah, so we can also say the eagle is extremely large. And because large can occur in both those places, it must be an adjective. So then we're left with of. And there are no easy tests to do with of, although we can see that of is followed by rats. So you can say of what, a group of what, and the answer is of rats. So that gives us a hint that it may be a preposition. To test that further, we can actually see if it belongs to any of the other categories. So let's do that. Well, you can't say the of, and so of is not a noun. You can't replace of with the. A group, the rats, doesn't work, so it's not a determiner. You can't move it to the end of the sentence. Yeah, you can't have a group rats of, so it's not an adverb. And you can't say the rats are off, it's of, so it's not an adjective. So really everything points at it being a preposition. So there you have it. All solved. So we've worked out all the words using these steps. Now, you may sometimes have to use other steps, but this is a good starting point to work out the words in a sentence. Good luck.